ask, let me know. Okay, if you can't understand what I'm saying, raise your hand. Oh, by the way, if you need to ask question, give a thumbs up or you raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand. Then when Miss Long see your hand, I will ask you. Or if there's no time to answer you, I will just ask you to put your hands down. Later, then I answer your question. Okay, let's start. Okay, question one. Okay, can see question one. Okay, how do you round off the nearest thousand? I will give the answer first. Oh, you can see the answer there already. Okay, let me just. Okay, the answer is number four. Okay, let me. Oh dear, all the answers are there. Let me just erase everything first. Okay, erase everything first so that you don't get to see the answer. Okay. Uh, okay, hang on. Let me just take out my answer key. Okay. All right. Question one. We will go through all the questions one by one. So by the end of 1 hour, we should be able to complete all the questions. Okay. Question one. The answer is number four. Okay. Number four. And if you have a mistake, take a green pen to do your corrections. All right. Shortcut. Okay. Shortcut. How do you round off the nearest thousands? So to round off the nearest thousands, thousands got three zeros. All right. What you do is you just take a ruler or take your pencil and draw a line to show three digits. Because why? Because thousands got three zeros. All right. So you draw a line to show the last three digits and then look at the digit nearest the line. Is it 5 or bigger? If it's 5 or bigger, you round up. So when you round up, there will be 315 thousands. All right, so all the rest of the digits, all these will become zeros. So you have 315,000. That's answer number four. Okay, so give a tick, and if your answer is wrong, take a green pen to copy down the corrections. And I will not be marking your papers. You have to mark yourself. And you also have to give yourself marks. Every answer correct, you have 1 mark. Okay, so you draw a line to show the last three digits because thousands got three zeros. And look at the digit nearest the line. All right, and you round up. Okay, next one. How do you change that into a decimal? Answer number two. Okay. All right. Why? Anyone got mistake for question two? Anyone? Yeah. Okay. Why you have a mistake? Because you may not know how to change the decimal, but very simple. You just change it to mixed number. Change it to improper fraction. From mixed number to improper fraction. 2 times 15, 30. 30 plus 9 will be 39 over 15. And what is that? That is dividing. 39 divided by 15. Okay, no calculator. So what do you do? Then you have to do working already. So put all the working on the paper, on the spaces. Don't write on a new paper. Write all the working inside here. So what times 15 is 39? So guess and check. 2 times 15 is 30. All right, and you get a remainder 9. But you have to continue to divide because your answers are decimal. So how to continue to divide? You change the whole number into a decimal. And you put the zero down, raise up the decimal point, and what times 15 equal 90? 6 times 15, 90. And that's your answer, 2.6. Answer number 2. Okay, are you clear? So if you have a mixed number and you need to change into a decimal, what do? Just change it to improper fraction and then divide. Whenever you see fraction is dividing. What is 39 over 15? That is 39 divided by 15. Okay, later on, there's one more question on this. All right, so I think you may have a mistake if you don't know how to do number 2. Okay, question 3. Okay, question 3, your answer is number 1. Okay, anyone got mistake? This is estimation. So which of the following would most likely be the height of the ceiling of the classroom? Now, you have to look at real life examples. Like in your house, you look at your ceiling. Do you think your ceiling is 3 centimeter? 3 centimeter is your ruler. Oh, then how are you going to squeeze inside your room? 3 centimeter, your ceiling. So number 2 is out. Do you think your ceiling is 30 centimeter, which is how long? Oh, by the way, 3 centimeter is like this. 3 centimeter is from my fingernail, from my thumbnail to my fingernail. That's about 3 centimeter. Very, very short. 30 centimeter is your plastic ruler, your long plastic ruler. So is your ceiling as high as a as high as a plastic ruler? Which I don't think so, right? So all these cancel. All right. Do you think your ceiling is 30 meter? Do you know what is 30 meter? 30 meter is your swimming pool. That's about the length of a swimming pool. 50 meter, 40 meter, 30 meter. Your ceiling is not so long. So out already. So it has to be 3 meter, which is the height of the ceiling. Okay, 3 meter is if you go to your house. I mean, if you're in your house, that is about around 2 meter, 3 meter. That's the height of the ceiling. Anyone get this question wrong? Anyone? And by the way, some of you say that the questions are hard. Now, it's hard because of two things, two reasons why it's hard. Number one, it's hard because you forget what you learn. All right, you forget or you don't understand what you learn. Number two, why it's hard is because you don't have enough knowledge to solve the problem. All right, that is the second reason why it's hard because you don't learn enough. You didn't learn enough to solve the problem. So I don't know which one is which one when you say it's hard. Is it because you forget or it's because you never learn enough? Okay, so question three, that's number one. Question four, which of the following is the same as 6.07 kg? You will have to change this into kilogram. So how do you change this into grams? 6.07 multiplied by 1000. Okay, right, change the kilogram to gram first. And in primary 5, you learn how to shift the decimal point. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and what do you put in the empty basket? 0. In the empty basket, the arrowhead put a decimal point above the arrowhead and the 0 behind. So how many grams? 6070 grams. Then convert to kilogram, which is 6 kilogram or 6000 grams and 70 grams. So answer number 2. Okay, so this question tests you on shifting the decimal point. If you get it wrong, it's because maybe you don't know how to shift the decimal point, right? Okay, add your marks. There are 4 questions, 4 marks. At the end of the lesson, you will tabulate your marks and see whether you did well for this paper 1. And Mr. Ong tell you honestly, Mr. Ong said this paper 1, okay? I have purposely made the paper 1 a fair paper, not too hard, not too easy. Okay, so it's quite normal. So make sure you understand your mistake. Okay, question 5. Okay, I think everybody has learned how to divide fractions already. So your answer is number 2. Okay, so how do you divide fractions? 4, 5 divide by 2. Change the whole number into fraction, 2 over 1. And then after that, keep the first fraction, change the divide to times and flip. So keep, change, flip. All right. And then after that, you multiply the numerators, 4 times 1 and 5 times 2. Okay, but is there a shorter way to get the answer? Because you still have to what? You still have to simplify. So is there a faster way not to have so many steps? You cancel, which you have to learn how to use. You must cancel, so that later on you don't need to simplify. All right, so you divide by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. All right, cannot cancel already, then you multiply. 2 times 1 and 5 times 1. And your answer is 5, 2 over 5. And that's your simplest form. Because if you don't cancel, what happens? You find that later on, you have to what? You still have to simplify later. Okay? You cancel to get the answer faster. So answer number 2. Easy? Okay, is my question very clear? I mean, is my voice very clear? Okay, all right. Anyone not clear about the explanation now? If you're not clear, just raise your hand. Question number 6. Somebody will get a mistake here. Somebody. So what's the answer? Question 6, the answer is number 2. Okay, who got the answer wrong? Anyone get the answer wrong? Nobody. All correct. Okay, how many 2 over 8 are there in 1 and 3/4? What do you do? Okay, shortcut. Change the mixed number to improper fraction, and then you will get 7/4. This is called 7/4. You want how many 2 eighths? How many 2 eighths? Make the quarter into 8. Into 8. So 4 times 2, 7 times 2. What do you call this fraction? This fraction is called 14 eighths. 14 eighths. But you want how many 2 eighths? So how many 2 eighths? So you have 1 2 eighths, another one, another one, another one, another one. How many already? There will be 10 eighths. Okay, 10 eighths, huh? Another one, another one. So you add them all together, that will be what? 14 eighths. So how many 2 over 8 do you need? You will need 7. 7 2 over 8. All right, is there a faster way to get the answer 7? Yeah, just take what? Just take 14 divided by 2. You get 7. Okay, 14 divided by 2, you get 7 already. Okay, Mr. is doing all this to show you how you get 7. Okay, but you can just take 14 divided by 2. Bailing, understand bailing? Okay, all right. Okay, let's go to question 7. Everybody clear so far? You all looks like very tired or something. Okay, copy down the corrections. If you need to copy down, copy down. And what's the smarter way to study hard or to study smart? You don't keep practicing and practicing. Okay, some of you are not my students, all right, but how do you do well for the exam? You don't keep doing the practice paper and keep doing. You need to look at the mistakes and then recorrect the mistake on your own. Because if you still can't get the answer, it means that you haven't really fully understood. Okay, so after you understood, you corrected the mistake already, then you continue doing some more and make new mistakes, not make old mistakes. Okay, question seven. Answer question seven, your answer will be number three. Okay, now how to get number three? After making three-quarter turn in a clockwise direction, Susan is facing northeast. So which direction was she facing at first? Now you must put down or you must draw your compass. If you never draw the compass and you do in your head, more careless mistake. So put everything like this, right? Draw this, do this, right? Do this in the exam, and then use this compass to get the answer. So she's facing north what? Northeast. So she's facing here. And when you want to find where she's facing at first, then you must work backwards. Go backwards. So when you go backwards, anti-clockwise become or clockwise become anti-clockwise. All right. So starting from here, you go clockwise 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. So where was she facing at first? Then your answer will be, let me see. Did I make a mistake? She was facing northeast, right? Northeast. And so you turn 3/4 anti-clockwise, right? So 1, 2, and 3, southeast. Mr. Make a mistake there. Let me see. Did I put a mistake there? Uh, did I have a mistake? Okay, let me just erase again. Let me just do again, just to make sure that I don't make any mistake here. Okay, hang on. Let me just erase again. And okay, let's draw the compass again. So north, south, west, east, and this is your northeast. This is your southeast, southwest, and your northwest. All right. After making a three-quarter turn in the clockwise direction, Susan is facing northeast. So where is northeast? Here, northeast. So how do you find where she's facing at first? You turn backwards. So from here, you go anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, southeast. So where was she facing at first? Answer number 2. Why did we not put number 3? Answer number 2. Do you get the answer correct now? Do you get the answer correct? Number 2? Okay. All right. So Miss Song put the answer wrongly. So it's number 2, southeast. So she was facing southeast at first. Okay. Okay. Once you're done, copy down. Once you're finished already, give a thumbs up because she still doesn't know whether you finished copying. Okay. Give a thumbs up when you finish copying. Then I will know that we can move on. Okay. So everybody all thumbs up. And how about Janelle still copying, right, Janelle? Ruel still copying? Okay, let's wait for Ruel. Okay, let's go on. Question 8. Okay, question 8, shortcut. Okay, shortcut. What's the shortcut? You will see later. The answer is number 2. Okay, number 2. Now, a machine can produce 80 cans in 3 minutes. At this rate, how many cans can it produce in 2 hours? This is a rate question. You must have the arrow. For those in my class, those are my students. Now, do you have the arrow sign? If you still don't have the arrow sign, it's not going to count the heck already. All right, must have the arrow sign. This is the whole lesson on this question. So at this rate, how many cans can it produce in 2 hours? So 2 hours is 120 minutes. Okay, why do you have the arrow sign? Because you're going to do jumping. All right, are you going to find 1 minute? 1 minute is how many cans? How to divide? 80 cannot divide by 3. And there's no calculator also. You don't have calculator. So that's why we must do jumping. Because you cannot take 80 divided by 3. So 3 times what equal 120? You take 120 divide by 3. 40. 3 times 40. And then the other side, you also do the same. Times 40. So 80 times 40, shortcut. Don't do working. Right, I don't know why you are doing working. 8 times 4 is 32. And there are 2 zeros. So just put 2 zeros behind. So your answer should be the 3,200. Okay, so the reason why we do jumping is because sometimes 1 minute cannot get the answer. You get a remainder. There's a remainder. Then you get stuck. So how to not get stuck? Then you do jumping. Understand? So the lesson is the arrow. Please have the arrow. when you have a rates question. Okay? Did your teacher talk about this arrow sign in your school? Have, right? Your teacher got draw the arrow, I'm sure. Okay, copy down already. Those who have a mistake. Okay, once you're done, give a thumbs up. Hopefully by 8:30 we will finish the first half of the paper. Okay, question 9. Question 9, your answer is number 2. Okay, if you are correct, no need to do corrections. Now the tank below is 2/3. All right, lesson here, your picture cannot be very clean. Whenever there's a picture, you need to put something on your picture. There is 2/3 water, there's 1/3 no water, 1/3 empty, and the whole container is 3/3. And shortcut. What's the shortcut? You just take 3/3, which is the height of the water. You don't need to find the volume. You don't have to take 12 times 4 times 9 and then later divide by 3. You just take 3/3, which is 9 cm. That's the height of the container. Then 1/3 will be 3 cm. Okay, 3 cm. All right, so how much more water must you pour inside so that it's filled to the brim? You must pour another 1/3, right? So how high is 1/3? 1/3 is 3 cm already. Can you see that? So it means that you must pour another 3 cm height of water. Okay, then you take 12 times 4 times 3. That's the shortcut to do less steps. So you have 12 times 4, then you times 3, you will get 144 centimeter cube of more water that you must pour. So what is the lesson here? The lesson here is using the fraction to refer to the heights of the tank. All right, some of you, what do you do? Some of you take 3/3 and then you take 12 times 4 times 3, which is 12 times 4 times 9. You take, you go and find the volume, right? 12 times 4 times 9, and you get 432. And then after that, you go and find 1/3, and then you still must divide. Still must divide. Also can, right? Also can. Nothing wrong. Okay, also can. But you can also take 3/3, which is the height of the water. Also can. So you have two ways of getting the answer. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Question 9. Done already? Clear so far? Okay. So, Charlene, are you okay? Okay. All right, let's move on to question number 10. Question number 10. Okay, copy idea. Question number 10. I hope you remember how to find the height of triangle. If BC, or AC, if AC is the height, then where's the, if AC is the base of what triangle? Of this triangle. Okay, this triangle. And if this is the base, how do you know where's the height? You have to take your ruler. Okay, does Mr. have a ruler here? No ruler. I can't use my ruler. Okay, so you take your ruler, put your ruler on the base of the triangle, and then look for a line that is parallel with the ruler. Do you see a line that is parallel with the ruler, which is this line? And that's the height. That's the height of the triangle. All right, if this is the base, then where's the height? The height will be here. And how long is the height? 7 cm. Answer number 2. Okay, so what's the lesson here? The lesson here is you have to take a ruler to find the height. All right, because the height is always right angle to the base. Okay, all right, that's question 2. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, Mr. Wait for you. Okay, Mr. see you writing. Do you have a lot of mistakes? Mr. see you doing a lot of writing. Hopefully you don't have a lot of mistakes, but it's okay. It's only the first paper one. As we keep doing, then the mistakes should get lesser and more new mistakes. Okay, new mistakes, not old mistakes. Okay, question 11. Okay, question 11, the answer is, okay, what's the answer? Your answer will be number 4. Okay? All right. By the way, if you have a mistake, can you just give a thumbs up so I know who you are? Okay, anyone got mistake for number 11? Then just press a thumbs up. All correct. Okay, now Brian kept his black and white caps in 2 boxes. The black caps and white caps in the first box was in the ratio 2:1. The black caps and white caps in the second box was in the ratio 5:7. The 2 boxes had the same number of caps. Now, this is language. What do you mean by this? It means the 2 boxes have the same total. What fraction of Brian's caps were white? So if you know that this question is a ratio problem, you will need to what? You will need to write down your ratio. If you don't write your ratio, you can't solve. So black is to white, 2:1. And this is the, let's call it the first box. Second box, And you also got black is to white, and 5 is to 7. Anyone do like that? Anyone do like that? If you do like that, those of you who are my students, if you do like that, conk the head already. Because something important is missing. You won't be able to get the answer if you write like this. You always have a total in your ratio, right? I hope you have this total, 3, and this is 12. And look at these two ratio. What did the question say? They have the same total. They have the same number of caps. So you must make the total same. So you times 4, times 4, times 4. Okay, when you have two ratio, you compare and see what is the same. Then 8 is to 4 is to 12. And this is still no change, right? No change. Once you make the total, same already, what happened? They are one big happy family. One big happy family. All right, so they are all called units. All of them are called units. So what fraction of Brian's caps, which is all the caps? 12 plus 12 will be 24, were whites. So how many whites? You got 7 plus 4, 11 over 24 were whites. Answer number 4. Okay, right? So this kind of question is going to be very common. This type of question will come out in paper 2. Right? So make sure you know how to write your ratio and compare them. Okay, question 12. Okay, done. Oh, Charlene, where are you, Charlene? Can't see you already. Okay, let's go to question 12. Question 12 is a PSLE problem. Okay, PSLE problem. So what you are doing in this paper, some of the questions are taken out from PSLE papers. Oh, need to copy down? Need to copy down, let me know. Okay, once you're done copying, give a thumbs up. Don't need to copy, also give a thumbs up. So I know that we can move on. Okay. There's a button you can press also, right? If you don't want to show your thumb, you can press a button there. Okay, all right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 12. Okay, answer. Let's see who got this PSLE question correct. Number 4. Okay, so why number 4? Okay, now again, you got to read the question, right? The questions is not hard. It's actually not hard. It's because you never read carefully or you don't understand the question. John used identical black and white square to form a symmetrical pattern on a large square. Then you tell me, Stone, where's a large square? There's no large square here. You're supposed to join the puzzle together to form a large square. So the first part is given to you. Then where's the second part that's missing? Very simple. You just have to form a square because the question say what? Say a large square. And then you cut it into smaller squares, okay, like that. And then you can see a pattern on this figure. The shaded squares are alternate. Can you see the shaded squares they are alternate? Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go and draw that. Once you draw that already, then you look at your 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4 the same as the one that you draw? Which one is the same as what you draw? Isn't this the same? Right? So when you join them together, it is symmetric. Then you tell me, Storm, how does it look symmetric? What is symmetry? Symmetry means you can cut it into half. That's called symmetric. All right, you can cut it even this way. There are so many ways you can cut it. Oh no, there are only 2 ways. Okay, 2 ways you can cut it. So it's a symmetric pattern. Okay, so not hard, not hard. You just have to know that you need to form a square, and then you draw a square, lor, and then just go and do shading on the squares. Okay, question 13. Done. Rubel, okay, Rubel? Okay, question 13. Some of you have not learned algebra yet. Okay, so those in my class, you learned already. So what's the answer first? The answer is number 4. So who got the answer correct for those in my class? Okay. Okay. Shirley, you have learned algebra already. Then how you get the answer? You haven't learned yet how you get, is it a lucky guess or what? Must be a lucky guess, right? Okay, but those in my class are, why didn't you get the answer after I teach you already? Did you use the primary tree method? Those who got the answer wrong, did you use the primary tree method? What is primary tree method? It means what? It means that you change this into a number. Any number. What number you want to give? It has to be more than 25 lah. Cannot be less than 25. So what? Give 30 lah. Okay, don't anyhow give a number. You still have to give a number that's logical. If you give the mother 25 tarts, then she must have baked more than 25 tarts. So just give a small number. All right, so let me ask Aubrey. First step, primary 3 question. First step, primary 3 question already. Don't care about the 5y. First step.
Hmm. The 30 minus 25.
Okay, 30 minus 25, you get the rest of the tarts. Second step, Aubrey again.
Why
Never
me?
mind. It's okay. If you get the answer wrong, never mind. So this is the rest. What do you do with the rest? You pack the rest equally into three boxes, right? So you must take 3 divide by 5. But it looks so weird. How come 3 divide by 5? Don't care about the answer because it's not 30 lah. It's not 30. All right. It's actually 5y. Okay. So why do you do this? You do this so that you copy the steps. That's what you want. So you change the algebra into a simple number, and then it becomes a primary 3 question already. And then you get your answer. And please don't go and take 3 divided by 5 because don't need to, because it's not the real number. Okay. So how to copy the step? How to copy? Very simple. It's not 30, it's 5y. So just put 5y law. Then you first step minus. Copy lah, copy. First step minus. Second step, divide. Fraction. Fraction means divide. So the answer divide. Divide by 5. So you copy the step. Minus, then later divide. And how do you show divide in algebra? The fraction is your dividing. And that's how you get answer number 4. So quite easy if you use the primary tree method, right? So please do the primary tree method if you don't know how to do. Okay? All right, question number 14. Question 14, what's the answer? Number 4. If you get it wrong, you forgot something. Who got it wrong? So let me ask. I think, Jiala, do you get it correct? Okay, now, those who get it wrong, Miss Tong is the god of math. Like you always, Miss Tong always say this. Did you draw, do you draw what? Do you unfold the corner and do something like this? Do you unfold it? Right, primary 5, especially those who came primary 5 lesson, you need to unfold the corner and then you will see two triangles that will look identical. So it means what? It means that this is 60, but how do you know it's 60? Because 60 lor, right? Then here is also 60, right? And then here also 60. But how do you know? Because equilateral triangle, all right? And then if here also same, okay? And then this is 61. Then what is this angle here? Can you find that? So you take 180, which is the triangle, minus 60, minus 61. Sum of angles in the triangle, minus 60, minus 61, you get 59. Okay, 59. All right. Now, do you see the other triangle that I draw? Don't have to think. Just copy whatever you see. Copy. Copy, copy. The two triangles have the same angles. They are identical. Copy, copy. So you just unfold it, unfold the corner. You get two triangles. They are identical. And then can you find angle N already? Yes, you can find because straight line. Angle on the straight line is 180, right? So 180 minus 59 minus 59. And that's how you get your answer. What answer? 62 degrees, right? So your angle N is 62 degrees. This is P5. P5, you have something like this. Have you seen this in your P5 exam paper? Right? If you get the answer wrong, it means that you forgot already. Okay, so you need to unfold the paper. Every time you see folding, okay, folding, what do you do? Then you unfold it. And there will be a line of symmetry. Where is the line of symmetry when you fold? That's the folding line. The line that you fold, all right, when you fold a paper, there's an invisible line. That's the line of symmetry. And that's where you have two triangles that look the same after you unfold. Okay? All right, last question. Okay, question 15. All right, question 15 is model drawing. So I really hope that you can draw the model because you're primary 6 already. And primary 6, you must know how to draw simple problems. And this is, it may look hard to draw, but it's not hard to draw. Miss Dawn doesn't know how to do. Okay, you tell Miss Dawn what's the first step, I don't know. But if I show you the model, which is the first sentence, how do you draw? You can draw the first sentence. Okay, model drawing is draw sentence by sentence. You don't draw everything together. You draw first sentence. Then after that, draw second one. Joanne gave away 30. Cut. And then Elisha bought another 12. Make the rectangle a little bit longer using dotted box if you want. Or if you don't want, you can just darken the line, up to you. All right, darken invisible box, up to you. All right. And then you may want to take a highlighter and then to show where is the after, because this question is a before and after problem. How does the after looks like? It looks like the blue color rectangle. Can you see that? The blue rectangle is the after. And then what happened later? Elisha got 4 times as many as Joanne. So arrow sign, put 4 units. And then Joanne has only 1 time. Where is Joanne? The blue color box. Yeah. So you draw the model, this is how it looks like. And then how many stickers did each of them have at first? Then you just question mark, like that. And your model is done. Finish. And then what's so fun about model drawing? Okay, it's about cutting. Cut here, 1 unit. Then here, 30. You can see that Mr. never think a lot. It's about the method, the model method. And then you can compare. Model is about comparing. How many more? How many less? 4 unit minus 1, 3 units, which is 30 plus 12. Right? So 3 unit is 30 plus 12. You get 42. 1 unit is 42 divided by 3, 14. So how many did each of them have at first? Look at the arrow question mark. Question mark is to find 1 unit plus 30. And that's how you get 14 plus 30, which is 44. So your answer, number 3. Can you see how I do? If you get the answer wrong, is it because you didn't draw a model? Or is it because you don't know how to draw a model? But now I hope you know how to draw model. Model is about what? Model is about drawing the first sentence, then later you draw the second sentence, then the third, and then fourth, and complete the model. All right? Nobody draw backwards, huh? Okay, nobody try to draw the whole problem together at one time. Nobody. All right, maybe some of your teachers, but when you draw a model, it's always step by step, sentence by sentence. And that's how it looks like. Are you clear? Okay, all right, let's go on. 8:35. Oh dear, we got to move on already because we could try to finish by 9 p.m. Okay, question 16. Question 16, answer 105. Okay, now I hope everybody get this correct. Bracket is the most important to do. Inside the bracket, there's a minus, there's a divide. You must do the divide first. So don't remove the bracket. 24 minus, put the answer below the needle. There's a pointer lah. You can see a pointer here. And then times 5. Bracket still important. That's the most important. So do that first. So you 24 minus 3, 21. Then times 5. You get 105. And that's how you get the answer. Okay, please tabulate your marks. Question 11 to 15 is 2 marks each. So make sure you tabulate your marks. Later you will add up your marks together. Question 17, similar question to just now. All right, 5.4. And how to get decimal? No calculator. Change it to mixed number. So you have 55 plus 4, 59 over 11. What is 59 over 11? 59 divided by 11. Fraction means divide. So do your long division. 5 times 11, 55, minus remainder 4. Okay. And how to continue? You need to change the whole number into a decimal. Raise up the decimal point, put the 0 down. Then 3 times 11 is 33. There's still a remainder. And your answer is not 5.3 because you need to round off. So you need to add one more 0. To round off to one decimal place, you must have 2 decimal place. Then you can round off to 1 decimal place. Put the 0 down, and then 6 times 11, 66, and there's a remainder 4. Okay, stop there already. No need to divide because you have 2 decimal place already. Then you round off, and that's how you get 5.4. Okay, understand? So I think some of you don't know how to convert to decimal because you just don't know how to convert. So how do you convert? Change it to improper fraction, then divide. Okay, question 18. Copy down already? Okay. So how do you revise for your paper 1? When you go back later, any mistake you do, correct the mistake yourself. See whether you can get back the same answer. Okay, question 18. Okay, answer is C, B. Okay. All right. So how to do? Now, off. The word off is from. Okay, and you need to have the compass, complete the compass. So north, south, west, east, and then you have the northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. So you must have all these first before you answer the question. Okay, where is your southwest? Southwest is here. Can you see the blue color? Right? So look for two letters that form uh that form something like this. Two letters that form something like this. Do you see B and C? If you draw, it looks parallel. So which point is southwest from which point? This is from. So this is start from here. So point B. So look at the word of. Of means from. That's the starting point. So your starting point is B. And then you go southwest. Where will you reach? You will reach point C when you go southwest. Clear? All right? Okay, stay focused. I know you're tired, but try to stay focused because this is important lesson. Okay, let's go to question 19. Okay, question 19, those who came today, right? Those who came today, the girls was 40% less than the boys. Let me ask, okay, let me give the answer first. 180. Let me ask Ruel, you came for lesson today. So the girls, how many percent? The boys, how many percent? Still remember?
The
Uh,
girls,
mm,
the girls is 140.
140. Hmm.
Huh?
How many percent is the
No,
girls?
100.
100. How about Aubrey? See, when you forget, it becomes hard already. The second group, the first group is the girls, the second group is the boys, the second group is always 100%. And the first group, the girls, is the first group. So you take 100 minus 40, 60. Can remember that? This will come out in your paper two. Paper two. Yeah, paper two, you have this something like that. So always remember, second group is always 100%. Then if there's 40% lesser, you just minus 40 to get the girls. There are 480 children altogether. How many girls were there? You add up the percentage, that will be 160 units. Units. When you write like that, it's called units. Okay, units. And that is total 480. One unit or 1% is 480 divided by 160. Cancel 10, cancel 10. 48 divided by 16, 3. 1% is 3. How many girls were there? So you have 60 units. So 60 times 3. And that's how you get 180. Okay? Got it? So very important concept. This is the important concept that you must know. Okay? Second group is always 100%. So I expect you that next time when you see this kind of question, you must know how to do. Okay, copy down ready? Let's go to question number 20. Okay. I think Charlotte, your homework is this. Your homework got something like this. So don't make mistake when we go through on Saturday. Okay, so let's go to question 20. Question 20 is a primary 3 question. All right. So the figure is made of 4 small triangles, 1 large triangle, and 1 small square. And what fraction of the square is shaded? Now, what do you do when you see different kinds of shapes? You cut them to make them all the same shapes. Cut them equally to make them the same shapes. That is the lesson. So what fraction of the whole square, which has how many triangles now? The whole square got 8 triangles already. And how many triangles are shaded? 3 over 8 is shaded. So every time you see a figure that have different kinds of shapes, you cut it to make them all look the same. Okay? All right. Now, question 21. Now we come to 2 marks. Okay, question 21, primary 4 question. Okay, primary 4. So what's the area of the figure? Very simple. The breadth and the breadth is the same for all the rectangle. All the rectangles are identical. So when you see identical rectangle, it's your lucky day. It means that it's going to be quite simple because all the rectangles are the same, which means that this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. This is also 8. And then opposite is 8 times 3, 24. So what's the length? The length must be 24 divided by 2, 12, and 12. So what's the area of the whole figure? Well, you can find the area of one rectangle, which is 12 times 8, you get 96. That's one rectangle. there are 5 rectangles, so 96 times 5. And your answer will be 480 centimeters square. Do you get the answer correct? Janelle, do you get the answer correct? Okay, simple, primary 4 question. All right. Later on, as you do the paper 1, later on, it actually gets harder already. Right? It will get a little harder. Okay, question number 22. Okay, this is the one. Somebody will make a mistake. Okay, I think it's more than quite a number of you will make a mistake. Okay, answer part A, 26. This one, everybody will get it correct. I think so. But the part B is the one that many of you will get wrong. Do you get 1/4 liters for part B? Okay, who get part B correct? Give a thumbs up. 2%. Okay, the rest of you is okay if you get it wrong. Okay, those who get it correct, okay. Hope you have done the same way, And there's also a shortcut also. There's a shortcut. Okay, Mrs. Ong got 10 liters of juice. She poured the juice into bottles without spilling. The capacity of each bottle was 3/8 liter. So how many bottles? What was the greatest number of bottles he could or she could fill completely with juice? So how many bottles are filled with juice? You take 10 liter, divide by how much is one bottle. One bottle is 3/8 liters. All right, change the whole number into a fraction. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, okay. And then 10 times 8, 80, and 1 times 3. Okay? And then everybody has done this. I'm sure everyone has done this, unless you don't know how to divide. Otherwise, you will have done the same thing. Then 2 times 3, 6. And then you minus, put a 0. And then 6 times 3, 18. And then remainder 2. Okay? Right. Now, those who get it wrong, is your answer 2/3? 2/3. Because after you divide, you will get 26 and 2/3. So if you get 2/3, wrong. Okay, what is 26? 26 is the bottles that are totally filled. And that's your answer, which is very easy. But how do you get the leftover juice? Shortcut. Okay, shortcut. Open your ears. You take 2/3, just have to multiply by the capacity of one bottle. So what's the capacity of one bottle? Which is 3/8 liters. Just take 2/3 times 3/8, and you will get the leftover. So cancel, cancel. 2 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2. Then 1 times 1, you get 1. And then 1 times 4, you get 4. So how much juice was left over? 1/4 liters. Okay, so your answer is 1/4. Do you understand? So there's a shortcut here. And those who get part B correct, do you use a shortcut? Or do you have something a bit more steps? So if you have a bit more step, you may want to think about this, which is the shortcut. More step, more mistakes. Okay? All right, so since I teach already, those of you in my class, I do not expect you to make the same mistake for this kind of question because I teach you how to get the remainder, how to get the leftover. All right, so make sure you know how to get the leftover or the remainder lah. You call it the remainder. Okay, let's go on to next one. Okay, question 23, answer is $6.10. All right, now those who get it wrong, do you have a line method? The line, that's the teacher's lesson. Your teacher must have taught you the line. And you need to draw a big arrow, which is the total distance, okay? And then you cut the first kilometer. And how much is the first kilometer? $2.60. And then what do? And then every additional kilometer. So you don't have to cut 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. You can do a bit faster, just 6 kilometer. All right? And then how much is 6 kilometer here? 6 times 50 cents, because every additional kilometer is 50 cents. And you will get 300 cents. 300 cents is also $3. And then there is a half kilometer, which is called your part thereof. Part thereof means less than 1 kilometer is still counted, still must pay money. And you also pay 50 cents. And then you add all this money together, and you will get your answer, which is $6.10. So everything is inside the line. If you have the line, you can see clearly. Otherwise, you make mistake because you don't have the line. So Aubrey, do you have the answer correct? Okay, if you have, then do you have the line? Which I don't think so, right? Don't have the line, right? Then okay, start to have the line ready. This, if the teacher teach you the line, then you do what the teacher says in school, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 24. Question 24. Okay, this one is average, and your answer is 50. Okay, 50. Okay, how to get 50? Okay, step one. Okay, number one, you see bar graph, you see line graph, you need to count the gaps. Count the gaps. Four gaps, 4 units. And 4 units is 20. 1 unit is 5. Always count the gaps before you solve. Wednesday, 40. Second step, put the numbers on the bars. 35 and 75. Okay, can solve already. Now I can solve. So the average number of cookies from Wednesday to Friday. Okay, so what's the average? So you look at Wednesday to Friday. To find average, I hope you know how to find average. You must find the total first. So you go and add up the total, add up all this. So you take 40 plus 35 plus 75. You get how many? I think you get 150, right? That's the total. And then how do you get average? You take the total and divide by how many days, which is 50 days. So what's the average? 50. Do you have this one? All right, this is the first part. And then the average was equal to the average sold from Tuesday to Friday. So same. But now you have Tuesday to Friday, which is how many days already? 4 days. So you take the average, which is still 50, all right, still 50, and you have to times 4 because you got average, right? You got 50, and you got 4 days now. So 50 times 4 is 200. And by the way, why 4 days? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. So now the total for all the 4 days is 200. Are you clear? All right. And if the total now is 200 for all the 4 days, can you find how many cookies were sold on Tuesday? Question mark. Can you find already? 200 minus what? Minus the 150, right? Which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you get your Tuesday, which is 50. Are you clear? Janelle, are you clear? Your face like, Make sure you understand. Okay, if I see your face like blur blur means not clear already. Shirley, okay? Understand? Okay? Yeah. Ruel, okay, Ruel? Your face like staring at the screen. I don't know whether... Okay, not sure, ask questions. Okay, ask questions. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Or later you can stay back to ask. Okay, question 25. Okay, good, huh? Let's move on already. Okay, properties of angles. So, BAD, step one, put down the question mark. Must always put the question mark so that you know what to find. Otherwise, you find the wrong thing. All right, step two, go and find easy angles. Angles that are easy to find. Can you find this angle? 180 minus 128, 52 degrees. Okay? And then can you find this angle here, which is inside a square, right? A square has right angles at the corners. So 90 minus 52, 38. Okay? And then there is an equilateral triangle. And by the way, please read the question before you do all this. Ms. Dong is doing a bit fast now. So you need to read the question first, highlight the important words, and then you know that this triangle is equilateral, 60, here also 60, and this whole angle here is also 60. All right, so 60 minus 38, that's how you get your answer 22 degrees. So your BAD is 22 degrees. Do you get the answer correct? Okay. So you must know your properties of angles. When you come to P6, what will happen to the properties? Still the same, but questions get harder, right? The pictures get a bit more complicated, but you still the same properties that you have learned. Nothing changed. Okay, question 26. And do I need to write equations? Paper 1, no need. Okay, paper 1, you just get your answer, put the number inside, quickly get the answer, and then move on to the next question. Paper 2, you will need to write your equation because you get the meta marks. All right, paper 1, you have 1 hour. No time for you to write too many things. You have to quickly get the answer and go to next question already. All right, question 26. How do you draw the front view? Okay, front view, easy. face the front, and 3, 1, 1. Can you see how I count? 3, 1, 1. So how do you draw 3, 1, 1? 3, all right, 1, 1. Okay, that's how you draw. All right, now top view. Top view, somebody is going to make a mistake. So I hope next time you don't make the same mistake. Top view, listen carefully, only one answer. You still have to face the front view first. Face the front view, look at the arrow direction, okay? And then you grow into a giant, okay? Grow into a mighty giant. Then you look down. You look down, what do you see? And you will see something like this. 4. Okay, 4. 2. 2. Look at the arrow parallel with my direction, right? So 4, 2, 2. So when you draw, how do you draw? Like this. 4. Okay. 2. 2. Yep. Correct. Do you have the answer correct? Aubrey, correct? Ruel? Okay, cannot. This is too simple to get the answer correct. I mean, this is too simple to get the answer wrong. Okay, so try not to make the same mistake because these are the giveaway marks. Okay, Bidding, correct, Bidding? Okay. If you get the answer wrong, never mind, but make sure you don't repeat the mistake the next time. Okay, let's move on. Okay, done. Let's go on. Okay, too fast, tell me. Question 27, percentage. Now, shop A, shop B sold identical television, each at the same price. I hope you have understood this part. Okay, they sold the TV at the same price. After the discount, oh, better make sure you after the discount means after discount they sold the TV at equal price. All right, and what was the usual price of the TV sold by shop A? Very easy. Okay, if you don't know how to do in the exam, do the simple steps. Like for example, usual price means 100%, which is $1,500. Then you find one unit, 1%. That will be divided by 100, 15. Then you can find how much is the discounted price. How do you find discounted price? There's a 20% discount, so 100 minus 20, you pay only 80%. So how much is 80%? You take 80 times 15, all right? 80 times 15, and you will get $1,200. Don't know how to do the simple steps, and then maybe you can skip. Okay? So the shop B sold the TV at $1,200. And isn't that the same for shop A? Shop A? So shop A also sold at $1,200, but how many percent is that? That has to be 100% minus 40% because the TV at shop A was sold at 40% discount. So I only pay 60% for this TV at shop A. So isn't my 60% the same as $1,200? So can I find 1%? So divide by 60. All right, and you will get how much? $20. And how do you divide by 60? No calculator. You will have to apply the shortcut. Cancel, cancel. 12 divided by 6, 2. Put back the 0, $20. Okay, so 1% is $20. Then what's the usual price? 100%. So 20 times 100, that gives you $2,000, which is your answer. Okay? Understand? All right, so do you realize that this question was asking you, telling you what? Telling you that these two shops, they sell the TV at the same price. Maybe you got it wrong because you didn't understand that the two shops sell the TV at the same price. Okay? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Question 28. Okay? Okay, Billing, okay, Billing? Okay, now, Jordan bought some stalks of flowers. 60% of them were roses, and the rest are orchids. 50% of the roses are red roses. There are 24 red roses. How many stalks of orchids are there? Wow, very hard. Mr. also don't know how to do. But let me give you the answer first. So the answer is 32. Anyone get 32? Okay, very hard. Mr. also don't know how to do. If you ask Mr. what's the first step, I don't know. Okay, my math is not very good. But with the methods, will be very good. Did your teacher say that if the question is percentage and you can change the percentage to fraction to make it simpler? So 60% is what fraction? 60 over 100, simplest form, 3/5. All right, so change the percentage to fraction. 50% is half, and then draw model. So I change the percentage to fraction, and then I use model to help me to solve. And it become very simple already. Right, so Jordan bought some flowers, 3/5 of them. How to draw this fraction? Now, this is talking about them, which is all the flowers. I will need to cut all the flowers into 5 boxes. And 3/5 were roses. And the rest are orchids. Okay? No solving. I'm not thinking. I'm just drawing. And then half of the roses. All right, where are the roses? The roses are here. And you will need to cut this into half. But how to cut into half? You can drop down, right? Drop down the same roses and cut into half. And half of the roses are red. And the rest of the roses are non-red. Okay? Yeah, maybe Mr. just put down roses here. Okay? So what have I done? I draw model and I can do already. So let's continue. There are 24 red. Oh, just put here, lor. There are 24 red roses. How many orchids are there? Wow, can I do already? I draw the model. Now do you think it become easier for me to do? So 24 plus 24 becomes 48 roses. So where are my 48 roses, which is the rectangle, which is the 3 boxes on top? And then I divide by 3. I get 16, 16, 16. And then the other 2 boxes also 16. And how many orchids are there? 32. Answer. So how do you make the percentage problem easier? You change it to fraction. And then you can draw a model. Okay? Okay, but Mr. must tell you, primary 6, we don't draw model for many questions. You only draw model for paper 1. Paper 2, you only draw model for 2 marks, 3 marks. Then those questions, they are 4 marks, 5 marks. We don't draw models already because it will get very hard to draw. We use other methods. Okay, other methods to solve. But this question, you can draw model because it's quite easy to draw. Okay? Okay, let's go on. 2 more questions. Clear so far, Joshua? Okay. All right. Anybody has gotten all full marks? No mistakes. Okay, let's go to question 29. Okay, algebra again. Algebra. Pearline spent a total of $15 on some rulers and pens. She bought 27 pens at 9 pence for Y dollars. Okay, so 9 pence, you earn Y dollars. All right, or you had to pay Y dollars. If you buy 9 pence, you spend Y dollars. All right, and she bought 27 pens. So how much is that? Now, she bought the rulers at $2 each. How many rulers did she buy? Again, Mr. Ong doesn't know how to do. So change it to primary 3 problem. Okay, primary 3 problem. Let's change this to, let me ask Xiaole, what number do you like? Change the Y to something. What number do you like? Sorry? 8. 8. Okay lah, $8 lah. $8 lah. Okay, $8 maybe. Okay, let me ask Janelle. Okay, this is a primary 3, primary 4 question. So can you tell me what's the first step to find how many rulers? So what's the first step? Anyone knows what's the first step? No more algebra already because the letter become $8. So, okay, anyone knows what's the first step? Pearline spent a total of $15. She bought 27 pens and 9 pens for $8. So can you find how much is 27 pens? You take 27, divide by 9 to get 3 groups. 3 groups, right? How much is one group? One group is $8, right? One group. 3 groups will be 3 times 8. Okay, 3 times 8. Okay, and you will get $24. Okay, so she spent $24 to buy 27 pens. And then what happened? She spent a total of $15. Oh dear. This is the total money she spent. Then you minus 24. Then you wonder, why can like that, man? Don't worry. It's just an example. Okay, so you can't minus, but we don't care. What we want is the steps. Okay, the steps. Okay, 15 minus 24 to get the money that she spent on the rulers. Okay, this is the total money she spent, right? You take the total money she spent and you minus $24, which is on the pens. And then after that, you divide by how much is one ruler, which is $2. Okay, divide by 2. Okay, something like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we convert. Okay, we copy, and copy the divide. Copy the divide. Okay, this is called divide. Okay, all right. So 27 divide by 9. Okay, let's do that. 27 divide by 9. I still get 3. Okay, and no more $8 already. And then 3 times y. You get 3y. Copy the step, divide, then times. And then after that, next step, the total money, which is $15 minus 3y. Third step. Third step, right? And then finally, what do? You divide by $2 to get how many rulers she bought. And that is your algebra answer. Yeah, primary 3. Primary 3. So you change the letter into a number, then it becomes a primary 3 problem, and then you copy the step. Right, copy, divide, then times, then minus, then divide, then divide lah. Understand? So your answer will be what? 15 minus 3y over 2. And also, you will need to bracket the answer because you will have to put the dollar sign. Okay, no units minus mark. Okay, when you do your algebra lesson in school, will your teacher talk about this method, this way of doing? Maybe not. Okay, so you decide whether you want to change it to primary 3 method, or if you are good, then you don't have to change the letter into a number if you are very good. Otherwise, if you are not sure, then just change the letter into any number. Okay, any number can be 20, but don't make it too big because you don't have a calculator. So must have a small number. Okay, question 30. Okay, question 30. Clear so far? Okay, question 30. Okay, answer. Answer is 16 minutes. Okay, correct? Nope. Okay, let's see what happened. Now, a tank which was completely filled with water at first started leaking. So what is the capacity of the tank? 40 liters. That is the total water at first. Water flowed out of the tank until it was completely empty. The line graph shows the water during the first 7 minutes. So at this rate, how long did it take to empty the tank? Okay, now, be very careful. When you see line graph, you be careful. You cannot. Who thought that this was the middle? This is the middle. 30 what? The middle. This is not even the middle. We are not sure. You cannot assume that this is the middle. Can you see all these things? Who tells you that it's in the middle? So it's not in the middle. We cannot assume. Not sure, so cannot say it's in the middle. But what we are very sure is, do you see the line cuts through the corner? That is what we are very sure. And we look at that. So 40, this is 35, and this is 30. This is what? This is 25. All right. How do you interpret the line graph? You look at this. Okay, for example, look at this. That will be 2 minutes already. Right? In 2 minutes, how much water leaked out? How much water came out? 40 minus 35, there is 5 liters of water that came out. Okay, 5 liters of water came out. So 2 minutes, 5 liters. Okay, 2 minutes, 5 liters came out. So how long does it take for the whole tank to be completely emptied? Then you take 40, because the whole tank is 40 liters, right? Okay, do you see the arrow again? The arrow is the jumping method. So 5 times 8, 40. 2 times 8, 16. So how long will it take for the whole tank to be completely filled? To be completely drained? The answer, it will take 16 minutes for the whole tank to be emptied. All right. So important lesson here, you cannot assume that this is the middle. Cannot. All right. But you can say that the line cuts through the point, cuts through the corner of the rectangle. That one you can put down 30. Yeah, because it's very clear. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's the end of your paper 1. Okay. So can you add your marks and see how many marks you get? Right, so then you can, hopefully you get more than, at least get more than 30. If you get below 30, you need to revise. Okay, below 30, not a good thing. So you must always try to get at least 30 because paper 2 will be harder. So paper 1 must try to score higher. Okay, once you have got tabulated your marks, can you just just send your message over? Then let me know how many marks you get. Just type your number there. It's okay if you get less than 30 or you didn't do well. Never mind. Okay, Janelle. Okay, Janelle. Okay, how about the others? Just type a number, but don't anyhow type a number. I'll make sure you really tabulate your marks. Anyone? The rest? How about the rest? Okay. Okay, Janelle and Shalene the same, same score. Okay, how about the rest of you? Okay, good. I got some of your marks already. Okay. So don't worry if you get less than 30. All right. So how to do well for paper 1? You just have to look at your mistakes and try again, revise again. Correct the mistake yourself. Hopefully you know how to get the answer next time. Okay, so any questions about the paper 1 lesson today? No questions? Do you understand the lesson today? Paper 1 lesson? Did Miss Tong talk very fast? Da, 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 da. Do you want Miss Tong to talk even faster the next time? Or slow down a little bit? Or the pace is just nice? Okay, so hopefully the pace is just nice, huh? Okay, Miss Tong need to do something. Can you just pretend to do your work? Okay, I'm gonna take a photo, but without your face. So can you just pretend to do your work, but your face is not in the camera. Okay, like show your head, but don't show your head. And then Mister will take a photo of you, without your faces. Okay, but don't disappear from the camera, because we still need to see need to see the head and the hair. Okay, because why does Mister want to take a photo? Is to show others that we are having paper 1 lessons. Okay, Ruel, you can put your head down. I mean, just pretend to do your work, something like that. And then Jia no need to cover your. Okay, it's not sunny. Okay, just put your head down. Then won't see your face already. Okay, hang on. Let me just take a quick photo. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn off my video. Okay. 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 Can all right. Okay. So that's I think I took the photo already. So I think it's a nice photo. Okay. So any questions before we end the lesson? So what happened is next Monday we will do a second paper 1, and we will end about 9 p.m. All right. Sometimes we may end a little bit later, but otherwise we will try to end at 9 p.m. or it could be even earlier than 9 p.m. Okay. The lessons is recorded. Right, so I will record the lesson. And where can you find the lesson? You can find it in my YouTube channel. All right, so your parents will get to know on my YouTube channel. You can go there to watch the video again and then to revise. Okay, revise your mistakes. Okay, any questions before we say bye bye or say good night? No? Okay, then I will see you on the next Monday if you're coming. All right, so see you next week. Right, and have a good rest. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Right, bye bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye. Okay, bye bye. Bye, Janelle. Bye, Aubrey. Bye, Charlotte. Okay, bye bye. Bye, Ruel.